Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lab Classic Remastered. This time taking a look at the 1999 Vauxhall Astra SRI 2 litre 16 valve. We've seen the Opel version go around, time for the Vauxhall. That's going to run the racing mod, and you can tell this is a quality racing mod because the Vauxhall badge on the front is upside down. And they didn't notice this. Although I feel maybe this is Polyphony's in-joke on how sort of truly awful Vauxhalls are. Who knows? Anyways, apart from that, this is quite a cool looking race mod actually. It's based on the Astra F2 kit cars that were around in the 90s. And if you play Project A-Spec, you'll know they do the proper Vauxhall version of this with the red livery. That I do have to admit looks so cool, I almost ran it. But I also really like the classic yellow, grey, kind of Vauxhall, kind of Opel colours. Obviously, this was sort of a similar colour scheme to what was ran in the BTCC in the 90s with the Vectras and the Cavaliers that came around. So, yeah, a very cool looking race mod. And, well, I mean, the last Astra we had was pretty quick, so it'll be interesting to see how quick this one is. Front engine, front-wheel drive, 310 horsepower, 1,072 kilos. Pretty strong statistics for a front-wheel drive car, to be fair. This car is going to have the worst... It's like that Peugeot we had a couple of episodes ago where it just doesn't sound of anything. This car is going to have 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Mitsubishi GTO LM Edition 99. That car set a time of 27.017. The Astra is unlikely to be. Look at that upside down Vauxhall badge. I can't believe it took me about 25 years to realise the badge on the front is actually wrong. I've also just realised the tail lights are slightly sort of... They look a bit warped on this, so it actually looks like it's pulling a very sad face as it goes around, which is interesting. But yes, the previous Opel Astra, that car set a time of a 30.929, so pretty quick, so, you know, this ideally should be a little bit quicker than that, you'd think, and then we'll see what it will. Okay, 30.689. The annoying thing with Vauxhalls and this track is they've all happened to be quite quick. We've had this, well, we had the Tigra, which was pretty quick for what it was. That car set a time of 30.8, which is about what that FTO set last time, and that car had less power than that FTO, so yeah, that did a pretty good job, all things considered. We've also had the Vectra. That car set a time of a 30.4, which this is just beaten. Yeah. They're quick around here, which is really annoying because I hate them. The only one that wasn't was the Corsa Sport, and to be fair, considering that it had like 120 horsepower, that car was quicker than it really had any right to be. So, yeah, that was interesting. Cars I don't like around this... cars I don't like seem to do quite well. We had the... God, what's it called? We had the Peugeot 206 go quite well around here. It's actually the quickest front-wheel drive car we've had. And this with a 30.1 is... it's getting up there. Oh, man. Please tell me the Vauxhall Astra is not going to be an under 30 car. That is going to be a disappointment in my life if that happens. The only thing this car can't do is that final sector. It sucks for the final sector. The worst bit is, as well, this isn't even, like, driving particularly nice. It's just, we've seen this phenomenon a couple of times with the front-wheel drive cars, where they're not even, like, that quick. They're just sort of power machines. So they just sort of power their way around this track. Like, they don't care. And it just makes them quick. It is bizarre. God. It just does not handle. Like, if this car handled nicely, that would have been... I mean, it's already insanely quick. It ties with something as well, which makes me hate it even more than I did previously. But, wild. Absolutely wild thing. I suppose adding some downforce to the Astra sort of helped it in a way. The real question for the thumbnail is, do I attempt to hide the upside down Vauxhall badge, or do I just sort of take a picture when it's plainly in sight? I haven't quite decided yet. That would have got it nearly under 30 with that final sector included. Oh god, what a car. What a thing that exists, unfortunately. A 30.167 puts this into 136th place. It ties with the Lancia Delta HF Integrale. So you can buy a Delta or you can buy an Astra. I mean, they're both rally machines, really, when you think about it. It does mean it's quicker than the Legacy Wagon GT, Impreza WRX Wagon, a Camaro Z28, a Jaguar XKR Coupe, just about quicker than the Mazda 323 Interplay, quicker than an S2000, that hurts. Yeah, I mean, it's only really slightly slower than the Alfa Romeo 1545 and 156, which graciously it didn't beat. Peugeot 406 Coupe, I mean, it's right up there with the really quick front-wheel drive stuff, and as I mentioned, the Peugeot 206, another car that wasn't particularly nice to drive, but was also a bit of a rocket. That's the quickest front-wheel drive car. So, apparently, when it comes to front-wheel drive on this course, how it actually handles doesn't really matter. It's just all about speed, and, well, the one thing I definitely won't take away from Vauxhalls is the one thing they do well is straight line speed. They are basically American cars for British roads, in all of the wrong and the right reasons. Anyways, that is it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I will be driving something hopefully less mental and less soul-crushing when it does well. Yeah, until then, farewell.